All this is a societal wrecking ball to destroy any semblance of normality, any semblance of basic human biology that you see in the bees and you see in the birds. Imagine if somebody in a demon outfit showed up next to a baby giraffe and said, "Hi, I'm a demon. Be inclusive. Don't be mean to me."
Good evening, folks. Howdy. Friday it is. Okay, check this out. Kim Gardner. We've been kind of keeping up with this whole thing. And I found an article that came out on the 3rd of this month. So it's a few days old. I don't know if this is all going to go to trial or not, but a judge had ruled. I didn't even catch this. See, Kim Gardner has resigned. Elephant out of the room right quick. That's a good thing. That's a start. Now, if they don't put somebody else worser, use good grammar, in place of her, typically we've seen this, but this would be the second district attorney that was sunded by George Soros. And, so, like, this judge had ruled that there was enough evidence for her to go to trial. I will show you this video real quick, and you will see.
New developments in the effort to remove St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner from office. A hearing on the case was canceled today, and there will likely be more delays because Gardner has requested a new judge. But before that judge stepped aside, he issued a ruling about an hour ago determining that there is enough evidence for Kim Gardner to go to trial for neglecting her duties. Christine Byers has been following the latest developments in this case, and she joins us live downtown. Christine.
Mike, in his final act as the judge on this case, Judge John Torbisky gave the Missouri Attorney General's office a win. He said almost all of the counts against Kim Gardner fit the criteria of the law to take her to trial. And on those counts that he did dismiss, he says the Attorney General can refile them if he finds more evidence. In a 77-page filing, Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey says Kim Gardner's remarks about the police union.
And before I was elected, I had a meeting with the police union, and they told me, we will let you be in this office if you make sure you never hold any police officer accountable.
That's a really strange statement to make. That's a really strange statement to make. Doesn't that actually implicate yourself into something?
About her time as an assistant circuit attorney.
If you think that office wasn't controlled by the police department, they came in there and told you what to do, how to do it, who to charge, what to charge, and what to make the case.
Gets a little weirder, doesn't it? And apparently we were okay with that because she rolled with it. Didn't say, "Hey, I'm an attorney general and this is going on, guys." She was actually, just seems to me that if that was to be a truthful statement, then she almost was a willing, compliant person to do so for whatever reason. So I don't know. Anyway.
And about how her office is underfunded.
I'm more than a leader. I've been leading an organization that has been purposely disinvested from day one.
All make the state's request for documents related to those claims relevant. Bailey says Gardner's office hasn't produced a single document during the 2 months since the lawsuit seeking to remove her was filed. But the judge who will rule on the motions remains unclear. Saturday, Gardner's legal team asked for a new judge. Judge John Torbisky canceled a status hearing Tuesday. St. Louis University School of Law expert Anders Walker says it's a legal strategy Gardner might be using to get a more conservative judge.
Well, so, okay. She's resigned at this point. That had came out a couple days ago. That means there are lingering possibilities that this could go to some sort of trial, that this could do something. I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting to see which way that goes and whether or not we actually get fair service on that. As long as she's out of the way, that's probably better than nothing. And hopefully some kind of criminal charges will take place, because in the middle of all that, you could tell that there was a lot of substantiated tall tales that looked like she was doing everything she can to put the blame on somebody else, which that can't help her in the end because she would have to deal with these people. Ozzy Osbourne put it best in one of his interviews back in like 1989 or something. He says, don't shit on the people on your way up because you might have to, those people might be somebody you'll have to deal with on your way back down. And he was respected in the music industry because he was an honest and fair guy. Ozzy was. I can say that. Kind of grew up listening to a lot of that music. But that's a true statement, 100%. With that being said, look at what this article is trying to do. This has got to be the most backwards article so far is like how they're trying to produce a negative message. Because you're going to see, someone needs to tell MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, that Biden can't be both a criminal mastermind and completely senile. And first thing comes to mind when I see an article like that is, well, if he's not one, he's the other. That's what they're pretty much going to lean on. Can't be both, though. He can be one or the other, but not both. So, where's the argument? Where do you win the argument on that one, guys? I don't know, but this was obviously from Business Insider, which is most lefties they don't have logic, so just as long as it sounds good on paper, whatever. But a little bit of the article even kind of backs up what I'm saying. Dude, it says here that the two accusations often trotted out by the right appear to be mutually exclusive. Someone please tell Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene that President Joe Biden can't be mentally sound enough to run international cabal of insidious elites while also being completely senile. Guys, that says it right there. Let me make sure you can read that, because I got skipped my picture, but okay, we read that one more time. Somebody please tell MTG that President Joe Biden can't be mentally sound enough to run an international cabal of insidious elites while also being completely senile. And I'll let you figure out the rest. That's not helping anything. So anyhow, another really interesting article that I ran across, as Hunter Biden is doing whatever he's doing over here, which is Joe Biden's son. A major bombshell just dropped about the Hunter Biden child support lawsuit. And it has to do with the fact that he's trying to back down the payments because he was paying like $20 grand a month. That's a lot of money. But I've seen some of the things he does and what he's into. I'm pretty sure he can probably afford that. But anyhow, what he's trying to claim is an extreme difference in his amount of money he's taking in. Biden, who is revealed to be 4-year-old biological father of this paternity test, has attempted to cut down monthly payments. And it says here is he's living quite lavishly. Biden is allegedly that he's experienced a substantial material change in his financial situation through representatives of Roberts argue that Mr. Biden claims to be no more than a Yale-educated artist who is somewhat financially destitute and needs his child support adjusted. However, for an artist living on meager means, yeah, he says here, Biden living pretty lavishly, and he is. He's paying like $50,000, $49,995 a month in rent at one of his dad's house. You tell me what's up with that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Interesting times we live in, but I figured you'd get a kick out of that article from Business Insider, because that just sure, you're right. Maybe he can't be senile and a criminal mastermind at all. He's got to be one or the other, so figure it out yourself. Kim Gardner out, guys. Thank you. I'm out.